Welcome back to the Weeb Lounge, guys. I am Nick, giving another update. And if y'all remember when I said last week where everything was running flawless, everything was running great, well, that was a lie. Okay, well, everything did run perfectly fine for just shy of 2 days, but this thing kept rebooting on me. So I had to reconfigure, move things apart, try to figure out what it does, and so far, for about 3 days or so, it's been running good. Now right now, nothing's mining again. I always turn it off before I do the video, so to try to lower the noise a little bit, but it's still going. Now, this guy, one of the MSI cars was all goofy, right? Well, not all goofy, it was just thermal throttling, okay? And the reason I got these separated like this is one of these two, I don't know which one, was running a little hot, and by doing that, it worked. Whatever, I'll figure out something else to do it. But one of these MSI 3090s was running hot, so I decided to activate bastard rig number 2, which is this guy down here. Now this guy, I got 2 of the MSI 3090s in there because I had two of them that were going a little meh because of temperatures and stuff. Putting them there, they run nice and cool and everything. But here's the weird thing with this. Like, I wanted one there, and I was going to put the other one over here, plenty of space, whatever, have both power supplies being used, but anytime I would plug a card into that side, that power supply, it wouldn't work. It like wouldn't initialize, it wouldn't do something. Something was really weird. So I did all this diagnostic stuff. I was racking my brain. I couldn't figure it out. So I was like, okay, last thing, it might be a bad power supply. So I swapped the power supply out for another one. Same thing. And it blew my mind because I have no clue what the problem is. Well, I have a slight clue because I had a similar issue with this rig over here. This guy. Now this guy was running perfect, right? But this power supply down here was screaming loud because it was taking care of like 6 of the cards, running kind of hot, blah, blah, blah. So I took one of my little extra 2400 watt power supplies and put it there. So just like the 3090 rig over here, this one's running 2 of the server power supplies. Now, yes, it's overkill, but it keeps the power supplies running efficient and cool, and that's the whole point there. So by load balancing, it keeps those fans from screaming real loud, because my goal is to try to, that's the loudest thing in here. Whatever the heck it is from those power supplies, it's the loudest thing in here. And since I sleep up above here, when those things are screaming real loud or whatever, I can actually hear it when I'm trying to sleep. It's not deafening, but it's annoying. So by spacing everything out, it's all good. But here's the problem that I ran into. I found out from these two, you know, when you turn this one pops on along with it, every thing boots up, starts to run fine, but some of the cards don't work. It's like they don't have time to initialize or something. I'm not sure what it was, but I found out that if I just manually turn this one on and then immediately turn that one on, runs flawless. So what that tells me is things that I have plugged into the secondary power supply, it's like it's not initializing on the motherboard or the BIOS, or something is getting goofy to where it doesn't recognize these cards properly before this sets in. But if I power this on first and then do the full Monty, it works perfectly fine. I don't quite get it, but right now it's running perfectly stable. The power supplies aren't nearly as loud. I really like it. This guy, no progress on the water cooling just yet because when I started moving that over, that was just such a problem. It was such a problem. Because I put the first 3090 in, it worked fine. The second one, the power supply stuff, blah, blah, blah. I was going to do this on the weekend, but I ended up doing this instead because it's just a headache and I'm trying to max out that hash rate, right? Like I always say, my goal is to get everything running perfectly smooth, perfectly good before I move on to crazy projects like this. So, is everything cool now? Well, for the past couple of days, everything has been running pretty much good. Now, I don't want to jinx it like I did last week and just everything blow up all of a sudden, but, you know, whatever. It's running good. Now, the thing is, I want to get more video cards, right? But I'm not too sure what to get. I want to keep getting 3090s, to be honest, because that's the best hash rate, is the best overall efficiency, blah, 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 blah. They're really good cards. Well, technically the 3080s are more efficient, but the 3090s actually run a little cooler on average. So I kind of want to stick to the 3090s. More hash rate, yeah, it's sucking up more power, but runs a little cooler, all that stuff. So, needless to say, I'm still shopping around. But the cool thing is NB Miner has found some kind of way to get around some of that limited hash rate, right? Limited hash rate cards typically are restricted to like half of the hash rate it normally goes. Whereas NB Miner has been able to somehow unlock a little bit of it and get up to like 68, 69% of what the cards should do instead of just the 50%. So the limited hash rate cards are actually somewhat viable now, as long as prices don't go stupid. Prices are already stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. And even the 3090 prices on the 3090 cards have started going up. Even though profits have been maintained, you know, pretty steady, or even gone down just a tad little bit. I don't quite get it. I don't. Oh, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys. I do have more stuff coming. I bought something. Okay, I mentioned it in my last stream. I bought a new monitor for my gaming PC. I'll probably do another little video update thing on it or whatever, or include it in my next mining update video. I went and bought the 32-inch Samsung Odyssey G7. It's a 2K monitor, 240 Hertz, QLED. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. I obviously didn't need it because I had an HP Omen X, which is damn near the same thing, but curved monitor, better picture quality, don't have to overclock for the Hertz rating. Okay, I'm going to go for it because everybody says that monitor is just really killer, and it's, you know, another 5 inches bigger. You know, who wouldn't pay $700 for an extra 5 inches, right, guys? Oh, I already said like, share, subscribe, but if I don't get at least one like based off of that bad joke or whatever, then I do something wrong. We'll catch you in the next video.